and our party for being a part of the democratic process. Give yourselves a round of applause. I'm Stephen Horsford, and I'm running for Congress in Nevada's 4th District. In the country, along with my colleagues Dina Titus and Susie Lee, because I know what's at stake in protecting our freedoms, our rights, and our opportunities to economic advancement for everyone.
Amen.
I'm running because the same forces behind the lawsuit that brought the Supreme Court decision to end Roe are trying to pass a federal ban on abortion and to deny women the freedom to make their own healthcare decisions about their body, including for contraception and IVF. In fact, these are the same forces behind the lawsuit to end the Biden-Harris administration's efforts to reduce costs and the burdens of student loan debt. Despite their legal maneuvering, however, Democrats in Congress and the Biden-Harris administration have helped more than 4 million students and families receive approximately $140 million in student loan debt forgiveness, including people in the public sector like teachers and nurses. I'm running because we successfully took on the gun lobby and won by passing the most comprehensive gun prevention and public safety law in nearly 30 years. That's removed guns from those who shouldn't have them, increased background checks, provided money to states, including here in Nevada, to fully implement the red flag laws, and invested $2 billion in evidence-based anti-violence programs in our schools and communities to prevent crime from happening before it starts, to save lives, and to break the cycle of violence, including the largest investment ever of $250 million in community violence intervention funding from my Break the Cycle of Violence bill, specifically targeting the I'm running for re-election to Congress because I believe in centering the people in the policy and those who have been closest to the pain of the problem to provide the solution, and to bring your voice and your perspectives to the halls of Congress, and to bring Congress to the communities that we serve. This is my community. This is the district where I was born and raised by a son of an immigrant mother. I'm a product of the public school system here, graduating from Clark High School at the University of California. I learned from the people here, from the community leaders and the elders. I worked my first jobs at a local Pizza Hut and cleaning kennels at a veterinarian clinic late at night. Later, after I graduated school and while I was attending UNR my freshman year, I got the call that too many people never want to get. My father had been shot while he worked at a local convenience store a block away from where I grew up and a block away from where I later would work, leading the Culinary Training Academy and in the center of the district that I now serve as congressman. When I had the opportunity to lead the Culinary Training Academy, I knew that we were providing magic by creating jobs, by creating opportunities. We trained them not only in practical skills, but in believing in themselves, investing in themselves, and helping the next generation, their children, have a better shot and a better opportunity. And it's been these experiences that have helped shape my vision as an elected official. I don't work for the federal government. I work for 700,000 people here in Nevada who are work for them, to speak for them, and to deliver for them. And I've done exactly that as your congressman, and I'm honored to be the people's representative from Nevada. The people of Nevada's court are hardworking people. They come from largely union households, public workers, and state and federal government, teachers and nurses, building trades, hospitality workers. It's a diverse district, demographically and geographically, covering 50,000 square miles from North Las Vegas and the Northwest to downtown, including the Arts District and the Medical District. It includes Pahrump and Pioche and Tonopah and Hawthorne. It's where I would be today at Hawthorne's Armed Services Day if I weren't here with all of you. So happy Armed Services Day to all of our veterans. And when I listen to my constituents, I agree with them. Especially those who complain that the rent is too damn high.
Come on now.
It is.
Come on.
And that the opportunity to access housing that is affordable for those that are unhoused, the severely low income, working families, students, and seniors is a growing problem. That's why I'm taking on corporate landlords who have bought up a third of the properties in parts of my district, especially North Las Vegas.
Come on!
They price out veterans and first-time home buyers or those who are trying to move up to a larger home. Even when they convert the property for rent, they charge higher rents, they evict tenants at a higher rate,
Come on!
and they reduce the overall value for everybody else that lives in the neighborhood. These out-of-state corporate landlords aren't interested in our neighborhoods or building up our communities or investing in our people. They're only focused on their corporate greed, just like big grocery chains, big oil, and big pharma. But I know how to take on these big corporate interests and win. That's why we passed the cap on insulin at $35 a month. And Martin gives me the cap out-of-pocket cost for seniors at no more than $2,000 a year for Medicare. When you put people over politics and center the people in the policy, we win.
That's right.
And that's what we have to do now. We have to win. We have to win and put Democrats back in the majority in the House. And make my friend Hakeem Jeffries the next speaker. Of all of the races up and down the ballot. And yes, we will re-elect President Joe Biden and Vice President. Not only for them, but to protect our freedoms, to protect our rights, and to protect our opportunities. But none of this can happen without you. You're the reason Democrats in Congress with President Biden and Vice President Harris were able to pass the largest climate action of any country in the world, and that we're taking climate action seriously and addressing environmental injustice and building the next generation of clean energy that reduces costs, protects the climate, and creates good-paying union jobs. It's because of you that we're going to pass protections for abortion in the Nevada Constitution and prevent a federal ban on abortion, which Republicans, including my opponents, have proposed. It's because of you we will make closing the racial wealth gap a priority and actually help all communities have opportunities to build wealth through home ownership and have the opportunity to start and grow a business from that equity and in entrepreneurship. So while modern Republicans are focused on efforts to take us back, including to impose a federal abortion ban and restrict access to contraception and IVF, remove protections for people of different sexual orientations and gender identity, ban all diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, deploy the U.S. military as domestic law enforcement, or invoke the Insurrection Act of 1807 to quell all protests and any adversaries of the president, Democrats are focused on the people. And I have one message. We aren't going back. We're going forward. And we're not going to let them divide us because we are united behind our shared values. And we won't let them destroy our communities or our democracy because we have one mission, and that's to win. So let's go out there, Democrats. Let's win the day, let's win the week, and win over the next 6 months in November and not leave anything or anyone on the field. We have to knock every door, canvass every voter, register every eligible person, and persuade them that we are fighting for their interests, their freedoms, their rights, and their opportunities. That's what's at stake. This is about us and our future. So let's go out there and let's win.
Amen.